Welcome everyone, Pat Mitchell here with TrickTrades, and today I want to discuss something that is extremely important. It's a question I keep getting asked, what my views, what my opinion is, what my thoughts are, and tonight we are going to be talking about something that can be the most expensive thing you could ever possibly encounter in life and in trading. And this is the cost of free. So let's get into it. So I'm sure you've all heard that a lot of brokers out there, started with Charles Schwab, that are going to free commissions. Free commissions. First of all, that's not necessarily the case, but now basically all major brokerages are following this. So in 2013, Robinhood came out. Robinhood is a simple mobile app that you can day trade off of. It's free commissions. A lot of new traders get into it. A lot of millennial traders, millennials in general, get into it because of free commissions, and it exposes them to day trading. So in some ways that's great because it does give people a chance that maybe necessarily wouldn't have got into it in the first place. They are checking out and dipping their toes in day trading and investing in general. First of all, I do want to say that day trading, if you're just going to dip your toes into it, it's not going to work out. It's like any other professional career. You really need to be all in. This takes extreme dedication, extreme conviction and confidence, and it's a rough road, guys. We all know that, right? And when people just kind of dip their toes and they want to make it a hobby, it never works out well, number one. So to get back on track to the cost of free. Now, a lot of these companies, like I said, starting out with Charles Schwab, they went to free commissions. Now, they're not, it's, first of all, let's get this straight. It's not free commissions, okay? So now it depends on the brokerage, but for example, you kind of get hit twice, okay, with fees or commissions when it comes to a brokerage. Number one, it's your base rate. It can be anywhere from 99 cents to $9.99, all the way up to $14.99, okay, just to start your trade, just to initiate that trade. Now, on average, it's usually about $4.99 to $6.99, okay, depending on the broker. And then you get hit either per share or per contract. So especially with options commissions, number one, are quite expensive because you do get hit per contract. And let's say you're going to take 10 contracts. Some of these places, it's like $2 a contract, right? So you're looking at $20 just to get in. Now, to get out of that position, when you piece out, you take partials, it's going to be, every time you get out, let's say you take 3 contracts off, that's going to be $6 on the way out, and then so on and so forth, right? It adds up. So that's why this has become such a desirable topic, and people are basically frothing at the mouth wanting to switch brokers. Now, before you do so, just wait. You need to think, why are they doing this? There is, and in all of my videos, you guys hear me, and that reminds me, ass, gas, or grass, ain't nothing free in this world, folks. Payment for this video is a like, share, subscribe, and a comment. So please go and do that. Smash that like button for me, would you? But there you go. Nothing's free. There's always a cost. Always. Now, it can be a small cost or it can be a large cost. Let's take Robinhood, for example. I've never used them personally, but you hear constant stories about piss poor executions. The executions are horrible. Sometimes it can take over a minute to fill your order. That's crazy. like a minute, like, or longer. I, I couldn't imagine. That's a long time, guys. That's a long time. In 1 minute in day trading is an eternity. Okay, so there's other ways for them to make their money. But before we get into those ways that they can make up for the cost of giving out free commissions, a lot of them are publicly listed companies, stocks that maybe you've traded before. TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, all of these are publicly listed companies. And yes, of course, there's more. If you take a look at their stock prices, a lot of their stocks, once they announced this, they took a dump. Now, why would they do this? They know that this is going to happen. Let's take TD Ameritrade, for example, TOS, the Thinkorswim platform that you guys use. Now, their main, how they make their money is through commissions. So in order for them to do this, like their stock lost something like 30 something %. That's incredible. That's a huge hit, right, guys? So why would they do this? Well, they're going to have to make up for it somehow, some way. Now, some of the possible ways that they could be doing this is, well, one way for sure is you will not be receiving ECN rebates. Now, ECN rebates, you get paid if you route your order a certain way or you take your trade a certain way. Like if you don't hit a market order and you wait to get filled on the bid or the ask, you will get an ECN rebate. You get paid a certain amount depending on how many shares you take. For penny stock traders, that's a big deal, right? Because when you put your orders out on the bid or the ask and you wait to get filled on that order, and let's say you have, a reasonably large account, or you're a fucking lunatic and you're taking 10,000, 20,000, 30, 40, 50, 100,000 shares, you're going to make quite a bit of money. You're going to get quite a bit of money back. And that's what's desirable about getting filled with a limit order. Now that's going to go away. Number one, that's gone. They are going to take those rebates and pocket those, which makes sense. That's fine, right? There's got to be some sort of give and take. But now some of the other ways and areas that they could be making money that maybe some people aren't thinking about is we'll look at, Facebook and Google and even YouTube, for example, how they make their money. They make their money through data mining. They sell our information, the websites we go to, this and that. So they could be selling your information. You would have to go through their because I'm sure they're all going to have new terms and conditions. You can check that out if that's something that you are interested in. So there's data mining. There's all sorts of different ways that they could be doing this, but it's mainly they're going to be making it up through ECN fees. But I do want to hammer home the point that a lot of these aren't necessarily free commissions. It's not going to be $0, okay, per trade. You're still going to either get hit with your cost per share or per contract, or to that initial base rate of like anywhere from like $1.99 to like $14.99, which $14.99, that's crazy, but most likely around the $4.99 range to initiate that trade. Which, if you got rid of one of them, that's still decent. But myself personally, now to get down to what my personal thoughts on this are. Number one, I don't do free. I don't do free and I don't do cheap. Free and cheap are the most expensive things you'll ever encounter in your life, guys. Okay? Remember that. Take that, what I just said, home and think about it. It's super important. All right? There is always a cost. I will gladly continue to pay for commissions. Gladly. Now, my broker is Interactive Brokers, and they have Interactive Brokers Lite. So they're offering two, which that's great. That's how all these brokers should be doing this. I would leave a broker if they strictly went to free commissions. I have zero desire to not pay commissions. There's always a cost with free, guys. Okay? Sometimes those costs really add up. Now remember, if they want you to route a certain way, or they are going to route those orders for you, it is going to be to their benefit, not yours. Okay? You can expect slower executions. You can expect shittier fills. That all adds up. Let's say you take 50 to 100 trades per month times 12 months. Call it 1,200 trades. Okay? So a couple bucks here and a couple bucks there over the course of a year adds up. Over the course of your day trading career adds up huge. So remember, guys, the simple cost of free is never free. It will cost you more than you can imagine. So please, before you change brokerages just because it's free, do some thinking. So that's what I got for you guys. Thanks, guys. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. Come check out TrickTrades.com. Remember, if you want to learn to trade proper stocks to become a real trader, come check out TrickTrades.com. And we'll check you on the next one, guys. Adios.